Withdrawal, avoidance, don't want to talk about it, they absent themselves from their friends. They may either start eating a lot or not eating. They tend to avoid public places oftentimes. They may have difficulty sleeping, may have nightmares, a variety of things like that. They may start cutting classes. They may, they often do not want any kind of intimacy. Don't touch me. People that they know. And we know that statistically. I mean, that's not our statistic alone. It's across the board. It is, and people assume that knowing means you know them very well. That may not be. It may be it's somebody that whose face you know. It could be someone that parks their car near where you park your car, and just you see them periodically, that sort of thing. Or it may be somebody that you're dating. It may be somebody you are totally committed to. It may be somebody you're married to. It can be all of those things. It is when it is not consensual, and consent is the big word. It's different. It's harder for men to talk about it, generally speaking. I have had men come and talk to me about it. Say they want. One of the ways that sometimes we know that people are coming to ask about that or may have something going on is that they will wander around the Women's Resource Center looking at brochures. But no, they don't have any questions. They're just, no, they don't want to ask them. No, just looking. Before you go to a party, decide what it is you're going to do. Make sure that you have someone who's going to make it safely home for you, or that where you're going to be safe going home. If you decide that you're going to have several drinks that night, then decide that before you go. If you decide that that guy is really cute and you might like to go further than just conversation with him, decide that before you go. When you get to the party or when you get to an event and somebody pressures you, it's harder to say no. Wait a minute, that's not where I want to go, when you haven't made that decision beforehand. Doesn't mean you can't change your mind, but it does mean that if you say, I'm not going to sleep with anybody tonight, I'm coming home, and you say that to yourself, and that's how you feel about it, you're not likely to sleep with somebody, even accidentally. We have on-campus resources with CAPS, with the Health Center, with the Women's Resource Center. Equity and diversity can maybe help. The University Police, the Dean of Students can help. So there are many, many places like that on campus, wherever you feel comfortable. The goal of Project SAFE was to connect the university with community agencies to reduce the incidence of sexual, relationship, domestic, and stalking violence on the campus. And that's the primary goal of that particular grant. And it has enabled us to distribute this booklet, which was created with the assistance of students who wanted to know what is sexual assault, what is domestic violence, what is stalking, and what do you do about it. The goal of the booklet that was produced, we have two documents. One is a pamphlet, or a brochure kind of thing, and the other is a booklet. The booklet does not have any legal information, how do you file a restraining order, that sort of thing. The pamphlet does. You can get to Project SAFE by going to the main directory and just going down, typing in Project SAFE, and it'll take you directly to a website, which is the same as the book, has the same information, but sometimes has more updated things, sometimes has articles, sometimes it has a calendar that's up to date. Project SAFE work is about raising awareness, about presenting programs. We have focused on that to let everybody know that they can go to the health center, they can go to CAPS, they can go to the Y, they can go to one of the shelters in the community. I think there are a lot of ways. hopefully there are many different ways and different avenues, because people hear and see and learn in different ways. We do the program here in Take Back the Night. We do the Speak Out. We do presentations in classrooms. We do other presentations. We did one on relationship insurance, knowing what the red flags are in relationships and what the blue flags, what makes you feel good about a relationship and what makes you feel nervous about a relationship, and being able to identify those kinds of things. So those are some of the kinds of programs that we do. We do the Clothesline Project so that people see this healing process of some people who are involved in that kind of violence. They're able to write down on that. Sure, it's amazing how that happens to them. A seemingly simple way, possibly, for raising awareness. Project Safe, the name SAFE has two meanings in Project Safe. One is that you be safe physically from, abuse and that sort of thing. But the other is that you are safe to speak out in a group with friends. There was a joke last year in the men's restroom in the student union. The joke of the day was, what do you say to a girl with two black eyes? And the answer to that was, nothing. She's been told twice. So it's a joke that's around in various forms, I know, on campus, and everybody's heard it. But one of the students in a classroom when I was talking about it said what she found was she was with 4 of her male friends, and somebody told a similar kind of joke. And everybody laughed, and she laughed, except this one guy. And they were all her friends, and this one guy said, I don't think that's a cool joke. And she said, I was so embarrassed. I'm the only girl there. It's a women's joke. It's a real put down about women. And I didn't say anything. I laughed because I was with my friends. I didn't want to make a big issue. And my friend said, it's not cool. And then everybody said, oh, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. And he said, yeah, it's just a joke, but it's not a nice joke. So that part of becoming more aware and teaching that is called bystander involvement. That somebody can be involved and say, that's not cool. Or somebody can say, she doesn't want to go over there and have another drink, and support in doing that. Not that you take somebody's life, but that you be aware of other people's lives and where they're going and what's happening.